The past days went by as Lister tried to explain his situation after what happened. He did have to end up making sure to come up with a good hell of a lie, knowing that he doesn't want Doll to get in trouble as she actually was doing his own thing. Doll came to visit him at the spiral. She still despises the fact that she now has to see V, the one who caused her pain. The listener assured her that V will be docile. If anything, he had a few tricks up the sleeve, and that makes her fall in love with him all over again. And speaking of which, Doll was coming to the spiral after when she was finishing up for her meal, and she saw Listener waiting. "Hey, Doll," Lister said as he came up to hug his girlfriend. "There's my Russian doll," she said as she ended up hugging him. "How's everything at the bunker?" A lot of people are still asking me a lot of questions. What happened? Yeah, but you could have just told him what happened and let you end up being seen as a freak. Yeah, hard pass. Uzi somehow overheard and she said, "Hey, I'm not. Hey, what's wrong with being a freak?" Listening to turning to her along with Doll. "Nothing, it's just that I don't want anyone to think that she's crazy, and besides, after what happened, after the secret happened, looks like you don't have to end up keeping your mouth shut. But you still need to shut up to the part that you saw her with me and was the one who kidnapped me, so don't even think about it." Lister said very intimidating strength in his voice, which kind of made Lucy flinch. Okay, I won't. Anyways, Dad actually called or texted me that he's coming over with my railgun. Do you guys want to come or anything? Yeah, from the fact that I don't want Doll to be near that thing in there, pointing to where he would be pointing at V, I think it would be cool. And can come along if anything. Sure, but are you sure that V will be those chains are enough to the keeping down an elephant? So guaranteed, yes. And very hard to even take it off as well. They end up going to meet up with Thad, and Thad saw Doll and Listener. Hey, so I guess this is true. The rumors are that you guys are dating. Rumors? Dating? I mean, yes, but everyone thinks we're dating. Dawn butting in. Yes, but also, beside the point, he explained what happened, and well, this kind of got the others confused. Since they know that Jay's supposed to be dead, but after hearing everything going on in there, they knew they had to end up acting fast, so all of them went in. And the sight was very much to see beyond anything. It was a crime scene, and in front of them was the ones that were supposed to fix the roof, and they were all mutilated and stuff. What in the everlasting hell happened? I don't know, but we gotta find out. Yeah, come on, Doll. Coming, she said as she ended still looking at the crime scene. As they ended up winning, and they ended up stopping when Lister saw something that caught his eyes. Absolute silver. He ended up looking down. To prove a drone's strength more than anything of their limits. Since when did they... Shh. Lister ended up hearing and shush him as they turned. He turned to see a human hand in the light. It crawled towards them and hooked onto a Doll, along with it, as well as Dad with another one. Guys, and Lister ended up saying to Ann, and he ended up gesturing to fire. He fired a missile and behold a sight of a giant mutant centipede monster. Everyone was shocked and covered their mouths, but then Thad and Doll were dragged into the darkness. No, Doll, Dad! Listener yelled as he ended up going after the two, along with Uzi and N. With Doll, she was like in total darkness. She was surrounded by nothing but endless void. No one there, and especially Thad. What's What's going? Why didn't you save us? She turned to see her mom. Mom? And then next, why didn't you save us, doll? Out came her dad. Dad? You could have used in that solver, but yet you still didn't save us, he said as he ended looking at her with disgust and disappointment. I didn't know how to use it since. I was young and I didn't. It was all your fault, said from her mom. Our death was your fault and you could have just stopped it, but yet you killed us. You killed us! You killed us! Both of her parents yelled as they ended singing, but next thing you knew was stopped when she saw how they were killed by V. Then listener came. You killed me, he said as he would look like a half-eaten, beat-up drone, barely alive, holding his car as he looked at Miss Doll with disgust. You killed me. Listener, no way, I didn't. She didn't stop when she saw her hand covered in oil. No, I'm not a monster. And you are a monster. You're a monster, he said deeply. And let's just say Doll was in the fetal position as she was crying, repeating, I'm not a monster, I'm not a monster, I'm not a monster. Long story short, listener saved her by killing the thing, by ripping its heart out, smashing it, and end up looking at its remaining. And back at Doll. Doll, oh my god! He raced towards her as she still kept on saying, I'm not a monster, I'm not a monster, I'm not a monster, I'm not a monster. This was actually seen by Uzi and Khan. He saw it and tried to calm down Doll, but listener said, I think we might need a moment, guys. All they did was nod in agreement and left listener to attend Doll, who he held in his own lap as she cried in his chest, saying sorry and not saying that she's a monster. Whatever that thing was, really messed up big time. So like that, he promised himself that if anything, he would not let anyone else hurt his beloved Doll ever again. He said to himself as he saw his reflection. His right eye became what he never thought he'd expect.